Welcome to another episode of the Everything Anime Podcast with your host Hibana from
Hello,
Hibana-chan.
everybody.
I'm OT, and we got a lot in store for you today. Not just recapping last season, not just jumping into the anime coming out this week, but also we're going to do a My Hero Academia deep dive, right? Because it deserves it. As well as we're going to go over some of our top main characters and what breaks them apart, or what parts they have and what it means and stuff like that. It's gonna be fun. Get into the deep philosophical themes.
Yeah, to see if we like the same thing,
You know
the
what I
same
mean?
character.
Exactly. So we got a lot to talk about. Do you want to first start off with like the end of last season, like the wrapping up of like
Yeah, we can
kaiju
talk
stuff like that?
about Kaiju number last episode.
Okay, like not even just last episode, the season. Yeah, the season as a whole.
I mean, we already talked plenty about Kaiju number as a season as a whole. So I don't know what else you would like to add, because then we're just repeating ourselves all the time. But the last episode, let's start with the last episode.
Okay.
What do you think about the last episode? Do you feel satisfied? How do you feel about the cliffhanger kind of a thing?
I feel like just when it was getting good, they left us with the cliffhanger. You know, I got blue balls. I'm over here. Kafka finally comes in. I like the fact that he was like that. Those kaiju were damn near killing. That wasn't Tachibana, but that was Tachibana squad, right? Old girl was getting her ass beat, and Kafka came in with that and it's just like, I don't know how they're gonna get out of it. They haven't introduced Reno. They haven't introduced some of the other captains of the other squad because they're doing other stuff. But they seem too powerful. These are powerful kaiju.
The guy was saying, like, usually when they have a kaiju that is 90% or whatever,
9.0,
they send somebody else.
They send at least a couple,
people to support. Now there's nobody to send to support. So I'm like, how are they getting out of this? Maybe it's like you said, the other captain for the other, like, how do you say it? Like, for the other divisions, maybe they're just gonna show up.
Yeah, some of the people that we just haven't been top of mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or we haven't really seen. We saw a couple of that when they were meeting, like having that big meeting.
Yeah, and I was telling myself, I said, if they let that girl die, then that's some good writing, you know? I'm not saying everybody has to die in some good writing. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in this instance.
You just want people to die.
No, everybody.
You didn't see that kaiju eliminated all the guys that were standing, only their feet.
Oh, that was the one with Kikaru.
Yeah, only their feet were like left.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like Kikaru got the full suit. You know, Narumi got the full suit. Damn near, he got his stuff. Hoshina got the full suit. Like, everybody is, and then you got old girl in Tachibana squad. It's like,
but she's just a regular platoon leader. You know, not everybody is like all powerful.
It made sense for Kafka to come in. And I'm curious how they're going to do these fights. Because again, I want to separate. I want to be able to enjoy the anime.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like I've been so critical on kaiju.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to do anything. It's doing what it do, and I'm excited to enjoy that. But I also want to know how they're going to write themselves into this, out of it, like in general. Like,
who knows? They somehow always manage. Animes, they always manage. Like, it was like, oh my god.
It looks so like, how the hell they're
and then next time, oh really? That's how it's gonna happen.
So there's gonna be some saving grace. Something's gonna come and just.
And Kafka is gonna continue improving himself, leveling it up.
Now, how long do you think we're gonna have to wait for the new season?
For a year.
Yeah.
I have faith that a year, max 2.
Because it was, how long did it go on break before it came? It was.
What's a year?
It was a year. Was it like 6 months, 9 months? Was it a full year? All I know is.
I don't know. Maybe like around a year. Not sure. Can't remember.
I'm not sure, but I hope they put a lot of time into it, but at the same time, don't take too much time. I forget the exact studio that's animating Kaiju number 8, but I definitely hope it gets done soon, because I would like to see exactly what happens.
I would think it will take a year.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, max.
To doubt it, but I have faith that it would take only a year for it to come out.
Okay. What about you guys?
It's popular enough.
If you guys actually know, because I know they probably announced season 3 is coming, and we probably won't know, but whatever. What else ended last season?
What do you mean?
Like, what other animes ended last season? So we have to catch up with Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone ended. I don't think we saw a single episode
We
of
haven't seen single
that second
episode,
part
so-
of that last season.
Mhm.
Gotta see Dr. Stone. So Dr. Stone ended. What
Mhm.
else?
Rent a Girlfriend ended the
Mhm.
last episode of the season. My Dress So Darling, a couple of cuckoos. Which one was the other one? Was it Silent? Oh, Witch Watch.
Yeah.
Last episode just ended. So
Don ended. Kaiju
ended
ended.
like 2 weeks.
So that's why it's like a lot of people are saying that this season right now that we're going into is like a little slow, but at the same time, it's only slow for A-tier anime. You got One Punch Man, you got My Hero, and you got
the big one.
you got Spy Family. Those are the big three. You know,
I
everything else is
remember
like.
we were so excited when Spy Family first came out, and I was so invested in Spy Family.
Mhm.
But then we still watching because they still having the dub.
We
Yeah.
were spoiled with
Yeah.
last season because
Oh.
almost everything came out with the English dub.
Yeah.
You know, put down in the chat. In the comments, do you guys watch dub or sub? Do you care? Because if it's in Japanese, it is what it is.
That's
but
a whole
I prefer,
debate. That's a whole debate.
I'm just
between,
curious what
like,
they put. You can put
dub
dub, you
and
can put sub. You know.
I prefer dub. I don't like to. I miss things sometimes when it's like in Japanese.
Mhm.
Like I prefer just to be clear and understand everything that's going on.
Yeah.
It's easier.
I prefer if I have a choice, I'm gonna go with the dub.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if it's sub, it is what it is. But there are like a lot of bits of like nuance or like just multiple people in a room and one person says something
Mhm.
before you can determine everybody's actual voice and stuff like that. And it's easier I guess it's easier to me if it's in English, you know?
Of course, no. I'm just saying because there's a whole debate between people who just prefer to watch sub
Hmm.
and like, come on, you don't speak Japanese. Like, what are you doing? Like,
No, but it's definitely impactful because those are voice actors.
it's a
Those are Japanese
feel
are gonna
like
give you the best voice actors of all the dubs.
English voice actors also do like an excellent job.
Yeah, I'd probably say
And sometimes I do prefer like how they sound in English to Japanese, or maybe because I got used to listen to them in English. To me, like that person, that's their voice.
mhm.
And if I hear like in Japanese, I'm a little like thrown off. Like, wait,
I
why
think
you-
across the board, Japan has the best voice acting.
Mm.
After that, it's English, and then if you know the other languages, you can tell like the level of which that they're
Mhm.
able to do a good job. Like you said, sometimes when you listen to Spanish dub, it's like okay, but it's missing
Yeah,
something.
I don't listen to Japanese, or I don't watch Japanese like with Spanish dub. Like I used to watch
Mhm.
in English, so I
Mhm.
feel like I have no need to watch in Spanish. But I don't want to be like super critical because they also like many of them do a good job.
Yeah.
However, like when I have put like a show to watch, like I was like, let me see how it sounds in Spanish.
Hmm.
I don't feel the impact, like I feel like it's missing sometimes, or maybe it's just the anime that I put
Hmm.
in that time, maybe that character. But
Possibly.
for what I feel, in my opinion, it's like I don't feel like it matches the level of English dub.
Yeah, there's some performances where
It's
it's like
good, but it doesn't match. Like you don't feel like the emotion or like the character like being like individuality.
hmm
How did
individuality.
Yeah, you don't feel like a lot of them just feel like they sound kind of like the same.
If they did 3 characters, would you be able to tell the 3 characters' voices apart, or would it be like the same?
I mean, I haven't watched it that many.
I'm just saying in
that
general.
much, but I'm just saying like the few times I have put it on in
Mhm.
Spanish, they all sound really similar.
Yeah.
If it's a male character, they all sound really similar. It's like there is a pitch there, like a voice pitch that
You
a
hear
lot
that?
of people try to match.
Hibana's ready to do the voice acting. Give her a character.
Yeah, give me a character
If
so I
Channing
can
Tatum
try
can do it,
this.
so can Hibana.
Yes, I can do my best, and then so you guys can criticize me.
They're gonna be like, all right, we need you to be schoolgirl number 6. Like,
But this cheetah girl that watches criticizes Spanish language Spanish.
oh my goodness.
But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody who. I haven't seen that much Spanish stuff to be criticizing like the whole
Mhm.
anime industry in Spanish as
Yeah.
whole.
And definitely, like, it's a big
Yeah.
job to be a voice actor. So if you
Yeah.
got one of those roles, kudos to you.
Congratulations.
I know, like some people just do voices so well.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see a couple people that do some of my favorite characters' voice, and that's worth getting a signature. You know, I don't know about y'all, but if you've been to a con, like it isn't just I love to see you. Can you sign? Like you got to pay for some of them autographs. You know, it's very
I didn't know.
transactional, you
I didn't know. Like, we're getting a little bit out of topic, but this week is there's an anime con in the Greater Philadelphia going on, and there are a lot of voice actors there. A lot of them.
Voice actors, yeah.
The anime convention is not as big as New York, of course, not even like half that size, but they do have a lot of like voice actors. And when we were looking, I think it was Philadelphia, we were looking like the details. It said you had to pay.
Yeah. Some people had a list like you want this, this. You want this.
I don't remember 100% if it was the Philadelphia or the New Jersey anime that is coming up in November. But I'm like, why you had to pay? I thought you just register online or whatever you had to register, you know, and make the line and like they would sign. No, it's a whole.
Shoot.
You had to pay. I did not know that.
If you want an autograph on a book, this much. If you want a picture and this much. If you want to do jumping jacks, it's this much. If you want to go grab some food, it's this much.
I mean, it's their job. It's not like they are like millionaires. Like,
yeah, I think
like actors. Like,
shout out to Alex Lee, very popular voice actor right now. He posted something. I believe he was at a convention in Utah, and he was signing for 9 hours straight.
Oh,
signing autographs, taking pictures 9 hours straight. That's commitment and dedication. He said, I'm tired. Like, I love y'all.
Like, when you get to hour number 6 and if you're writing your name all the way over, don't you get a little sloppy?
Oh, my goodness. I would, it starts looking like doctors.
It has to be hard work. So, I understand that they might charge for it because it's not like they're like
that's extra
Hollywood
money too, you know.
Yeah, it's not like the Hollywood actors that get paid like millions of dollars.
Not everybody's locked in with Luffy or Naruto's voice actor role. You know what I mean? Like that, you're locked in no matter what.
But talking about voice actor, I really like when they sound different. Like they don't sound like they soft, because a lot of voice actors they just sound like regular. But I like when they go like that extra, like whoa.
Oh, then you go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. Some of our favorite like just stand out. Not to put anybody down, but just our favorite. You're like, hey, these are my 5 favorite, voice. 10 favorite, like just voices. Like they voice these characters. That might be a good one to just give back, give love. Because I know, oh my goodness, there's a couple.
I would like to be a voice actor.
I mean, nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Let's see. We're gonna follow a little mini series following Hibana to become a voice actor. We get one little role.
I get one. I'd be lucky if I get one.
Yeah. My anime list. You see Hibana. But yeah, so I guess that's why it's a podcast. You know, we don't need to be so strict. We just go here, we go there. But with that being said, what did we watch this week? So we watched Gachiakuta, we watched My Hero, and that's pretty much it. Because we have to catch up on Spy Family. I told you I want to start. Dr. Stone, we got to watch. That's done though. Sanda is new. It's coming out. I want to watch that. And then when One Punch Man comes out next week, if I didn't already say that, next week. So we got Gachiakuta, and then we'll do My Hero. And that'll get us into the My Hero segment. Yeah. So Gachiakuta, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right, Gachiakuta. This most recent episode messed me up, yo. Obviously, you feel bad for Amo. It's like that dude needed to die much faster. The trafficker, just all out. I'm a trafficker. Like, I understanding that she could be taken advantage of, and he's like, this is what love is. Like, he's a creep.
Of course.
Like, there's, oh my goodness.
So much drama in there. And I was saying, like, when we were watching the episode, it makes sense why her outfit is
so
like,
revealing and stuff like that.
It's so revealing because it's like it shows how messed up she is.
Yeah.
Because of that dude. Like it really shows like she didn't even know what love was.
Yeah. She didn't know what love
was. Her like she didn't even understand that her mom sold her until the very last like end.
And she was still trying to force that as long as possible.
No, she's not. She didn't sell me. It's just really traumatic.
Yeah, and that's one. That's a testament to the writing of the mangaka for Gachiakuta. Like to show that down there, no matter where you go, humanity's gonna be the worst of humanity.
Yeah.
You know, And the fact that just last episode, you had a lot of people rooting like, yeah, how dare she do that? Most people don't take a moment to think, she got a backstory too. You know, she developed as a character in certain ways. And the fact that she hit, not Amo, but the mangaka, I'm not going to say hate Rudo, but removed Rudo enough for him to have his own development, to not get to the nitty gritty of what was happening to her. Came back after that, Boots, Angel, all that stuff. Because Rudo, even still, he'd probably be even more messed up. They probably gave him a quick little rundown, like, yo, she been going through some ish her whole life, and that's how she is.
Yeah.
But
when he came there, they told her, yeah, she told us everything.
And it makes it so much harder, because I was thinking,
what?
She's gonna be a cleaner. You know, she's gonna be one of them.
Oh, she's gonna join them.
She's gonna join, you know, like, I don't like being alone. Like, I wanted to be around people, and I'm not around people.
It makes sense that she wouldn't, like, go. Like, we're talking about the end of the episode. I was like, it'd be cool if she goes with them. I wasn't expecting her to be a cleaner, or at least to go with them so she could be saved.
Yeah.
But the moment that she said, I'm staying, I'm like, she's fucked. I said, it's like things that you see. There are patterns in TV. There are patterns in anime. Like, oh no, I'm gonna stay here, but yeah, we can communicate. Yeah.
We're gonna live a long life together for the rest of our lives.
I'm like, nah, something's gonna happen, and there we go.
But I didn't think it was gonna be Jabber. I'm like, golly.
I didn't know who was going to be one. Like, something's gonna happen to her.
Yeah, because remember, they got that instrument that can teleport through the screens with that other person, and it's.
I mean,
she said, "Don't take it."
I think that's what she said.
Something along the lines.
Please don't take it, because at that point she felt like the boots were like something that were filling her, something that she was.
At that point, it definitely was.
And it makes sense that she would be like, "Please don't take it." I just hope she is alive.
Is she alive or dead? Anime only. What do you say down below? Amo alive, Amo dead.
But she has that communication thing.
I hope
you think
that is true.
With
That's true. I hope she's alive. I think she's alive.
Yeah.
He took her instrument. Remember, he told Rudo, yo, your gloves are the same as Boss's. It's the same model, you know? So they're probably taking the pieces and giving him all the
I don't think Jabber will want to kill Winkling. Too, because that's a thing that he has, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So he not saying that she's a weakling, but he was able to take the boots from her, so she wouldn't have a way to fight.
Yeah.
But also something that I was just thinking, like while the episode was airing, like when we were watching her, like her backstory and everything that happened with that creepy ass dude. I saw a video, like I've been on social media watching. I've been on TikTok. So I saw a video of a little girl like saying like, oh, I love Gachiakuta. But then the moment that they show Amo, like, you remember the previous episode Upside Down, that you can see like her boobs and like everything. Yeah, very revealing. She was like, kind of like pushing back. And it just reminded me to that conversation that we were having before about like fan service and like how some anime always want to put like something sexual or sexual like women or childs or teenagers.
Yeah.
And it reminded me to a point that somebody else made before, and like that makes sense. The point that her clothes were so revealing, it was part of the plot, you know, like the story itself. Like she has trauma, and that's what she represents in her clothing.
Yeah.
It's not just like, just giving something to the male gaze.
Yeah, it's much deeper than the surface that people do it. And you put it so well, because her outward appearance reflects what she went through to a certain extent. And if a person was to just look on that at the surface, then they might be turned away, like, But at the same time, it's the beauty of not just the genre, but the medium of anime, right? It's grown so big, and there's so many different types of shows that you can have shows where it's deep, where things are revealed, and when it's not, you know? We got a little guest appearance from Potato-san.
Potato-san.
Naranja-san.
He has a naranja now.
Yeah.
It's an orange.
You got an orange on.
Show them the orange. Look at the orange.
Look at the orange while he feels better.
Aww.
Pancito papas.
Come on, boy.
That was our scheduled potato break. But what I was getting at is, it's not just about fan service.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that takes a moment to go a little bit deeper, not saying you have to not enjoy the episode,
Yeah.
you can see that. Like, there's trauma in all shows. Not all shows, but like in a spectrum of different shows,
Yeah.
you're gonna find that there's completely like nothing like that, and then you're gonna find that there's a whole bunch of that.
Yeah, and of course, sometimes just pure fan service, just for being there.
I don't consider that fan service, even
No,
if
I say other shows, of course, they have it,
yeah.
but this one, at least in this anime, is different. Like, it has a purpose.
See, I wouldn't
reason
even
why.
exactly what I'm saying is, looking at last episode, not knowing this episode, I wouldn't even consider that fan service.
Okay.
I would just consider that's where the story is going. Fan service is stuff like certain parts of Fire Force,
Okay.
or fan service is like
What?
Shugeki no Soma, Food Wars. That's fan service. They know that there's no. I'm not gonna say there's no ends for the mean, but it's just
no
there.
justification.
You know?
For why?
Like, if you remove it, will the story be the same?
Yeah.
You can remove all the fan service from Food Wars, and it's gonna still be a damn good anime. You
Well,
know?
it doesn't need to be there.
Yeah,
It has
same
no-
thing
has no
like
reason.
same thing like Fire Force. If you remove it, it's still gonna be a damn good anime.
Mhm.
You know, fan service is more so like, it's not needed, but
But I'm not talking. Not just. I wasn't saying just in fan service, like kind of type of thing. I was just saying like how sexualization. You know,
mhm,
women just get sexualized
yeah,
in anime.
yeah. And
But
I
sometimes there is quite often there is a reason why.
Yeah.
In that, not just for the male.
all it
gaze.
takes is a little bit more patience to understand what they're writing.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's gonna say, look at this character, they're exposed. This is the reason why instantly.
Mhm.
There's a reason for it.
But it's so crazy how that world is just messed up.
Yeah.
Like Rudo's world.
It's a reflection at different parts of our world,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
That's the hard part, but I'm excited to see it. I like the fact that last episode, Rudo went all in. Not saying that I support hitting women and all,
Oh,
but the fact that he went all in,
he lost it.
he didn't just, okay, I'm being understanding. He's still young.
Mhm.
He has a lot of shit in his head as well
He went
that
through
he
a
needs
lot
to work
too.
through, you know? She said it. Hey, you were broken just like Amo. Like, your
Mhm.
gloves did for you what my boots did for me.
And he said she got to me because at the end he also said let's use our hand to help others, just not to hurt.
Yeah. So I'm saying I like
So
the way
they're
that this is
both
being written.
growing and learning.
Yeah, they're both growing and learning. I like the way this is being written. So I
Mhm.
think I'm glad this gets 24 or 23 episodes,
It's
which is
good.
better than just the 12 and done.
Yeah.
Better than 12 and done, Papa. But yeah, that was a good episode. And my One Punch Man comes out next week. We have to catch up on Spy Family. We saw the first episode of the last season of My Hero Academia. I mean,
The first episode of the last season.
we saw half an episode because the first half was a recap. Remember?
Oh, you say the newest season. The
Yeah.
way that you frame it is like we're talking
Yeah.
about the last season. With the new episode, yeah, we just
The episode
started.
that just dropped.
And I'm like, okay, I like the recaps. I don't like the recaps. Basically, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like the
A
recaps.
recap is good if it's within 2-3 minutes. When it's the
Or
first
if you
half of an
show-
episode,
Yeah, like if it like being, I don't know, but I don't know. It's like I can just watch the last episode. They didn't show that much. They just showed basically the last episode
mhm.
in the recap. But whatever, it was still good. I just felt like it went so fast.
But remember, this season is being edited by Bones Films,
Mm-hmm.
not regular Bones.
Okay,
So they might have had to redraw the last part of that fight,
to make it look better.
so it just is cohesive. It doesn't.
Okay.
You watching the last episode of the season before, and then you press next, and it's a completely different art style. At least this fight itself is
Yeah, a lot
capsulated
different
with
to
that, you know.
But it's good. I just want to know more.
But this episode,
Mm-hmm.
All Might is going all in. He's saying, I got a little bit of each one of my students. I don't need
Mhm.
my quirk. I got them, and I know how to get to you. You know,
Yeah,
like
he's
he
it.
should be dead. That suit.
I don't know how he's still alive. How he's still alive, man? That like he just be coughing blood, and like I don't think he was hurt in one of his lungs or something. Like how are you able to breathe?
He's going plus ultra.
It's just crazy. Like
plus ultra.
He cannot be alive right now.
It's plus ultra.
You think he's gonna survive at the end of the whole thing? He's still gonna survive?
Do I think? Because I haven't finished it. I think he'll survive.
You think so?
I think he'll survive. Or of course he'll kill people, but I don't think like that. I think he'll survive. It doesn't make sense for All Might to not. But at the same time, he is also inside of Deku. Pause. With being part of One for All, you know? But he was just going all out, and he made All for One revert into a child because he used that rewind quirk so much.
But he was super powerful as a child.
He's super powerful as a child, but nowhere near his prime. But what I'm getting at is, I don't know if the fight's gonna finish there, if he's gonna defeat All for One, or if he's gonna be a baby going to Todoroki. He's gonna be a baby going to Shigaraki. Because it's like, I thought one what's called All for One. I mean, All Might gonna get a little curb stomped. He gonna go 2-on-1 against Izuku.
I thought he was gonna be out within seconds.
It looks like he's getting him down.
Yeah, he's getting out. Maybe I don't think he's gonna fully defeat him, and he's still probably gonna go and join the other fight as a child.
As a baby.
No, as a baby. What do you mean by a baby?
He's a little kid right now.
Yeah, but he might be get to 1 year or younger.
He might be like 12 years old right now.
It'd be crazy if All Might is able to defeat him.
That would be crazy.
That'd be insane.
I don't know if he has that last thing, because when One for All just comboed all those quirks and that weird looking face that was just, oh my goodness.
So creepy.
But at the same time, I think he's getting less mature. He's getting like, he's actually younger and stuff like that. I never thought that it would go this far. I thought he would have been gone. Yeah. But if he's already down to a kid, I think he might get him down one more, and he really won't be able to contribute against Izuku and
won't be able to contribute, won't be able to join.
He'll be able to join, but not at any capacity because he can be a kid. Yeah, I think because he's gonna be a kid, he won't be able to do that. If you read the manga, you already know.
He's still inside the other guy.
He's still inside of him, but this body, or it's just gonna be that last bit.
It's like I think I'm not sure what the hell he wants to do, because he wants to get to them, and I don't think it's with the purpose of helping, like in another body's fight. It's ain't like, I don't know what he can do, like kind of join the other person's body.
It looks like this body was never meant to survive. Yeah. He knows that. He plans on just forcefully taking over the inside of Shigaraki, and then boom, he's gonna be good. It's like some Orochimaru.
But I think he might need to be close to him in order to do that, or to make it
for whatever he wants. He has to be close. So he has something else he plans. And I believe he needs to be closer for
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was planning to help, like fighting in another body next to him.
No, but I think he still needs to kill everybody. So that means he's helping.
I don't know.
But it's definitely, and that was just one half of the episode. So it literally,
I love one.
40% was recap.
Yeah.
10% was the new edition of the fight, and then the other 50% was Never Stop Twinkling and Invisible Girl.
I love when All Might was like, I can't stop twinkling.
I can't stop twinkling, man.
I can't wait to hear that in English.
I was wondering if he was gonna say the hero name, because he said everybody else's hero name, you know. But the fact that him and Invisible Girl, I think her name's Hagakure, were able to team up, and we're able to see her now. Golly,
she's cute.
She's a little cutie. But the fact that, because I thought that villain was overpowered, like that whatever the plants were and stuff like that, took out everybody except for Oyama. That's just crazy.
But I'm glad that we're able to see Can't Stop Twinkling doing more.
Yeah.
Because he was always that character, just like kind of like for show.
At the same time, he said, because he knows he doesn't matter. He never had a quirk, so it's like I'm not one of you guys. He always felt that in the back of his head.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see him like doing
push
something.
Through.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, this is my last day as a UA student. I'm about to use everything I got to build everybody back up." That was the post credit after the ending music, and then you see she been naked butt ass naked the whole time.
She's transparent.
I thought she had, for some reason, she had
like a transparent suit.
I really thought, similar to how Lemillion his clothes can phase through because there's something about him. I thought they probably would have took her hair to make like a suit or something like that. Everything out.
The only thing that she
Everything
wore
out.
was
Gloves
gloves
and boots. So that means, so that's why in the exit, the outro, everybody's pointing up and she has that black thing. It's actually Can't Stop Twinklings.
Yeah.
Because in that thing, I guess he just gives
piece
it
of
to her.
clothing, 'cause
Thankfully,
he
he's
was
a
naked.
gentleman. But guys, she really been butt ass naked this whole time. You know how cold stuff gets, hot stuff gets. Like, imagine something splash on you, like some hot. Oh, I'd be.
How can you be naked all the time? Anyway,
That's
but
crazy.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But this now is a good transition to My Hero Academia. We want to give My Hero Academia its flowers and also go into what makes it special to some extent, you know?
So, I guess now is a good time to talk about my experience with My Hero Academia. So, I stopped watching My Hero Academia a while back. And I even make a TikTok video. I was, me trying, not the best at making these TikToks video. But anyways, I was talking I was asking, like, is it really worth it to watch My Hero Academia? Because I'm like, I fell off. I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I don't really like Deku. I feel like he's just so superficial. Like too good, goody two shoes. And like, come on, where's your essence, boy? And I'm like, I don't know. And we started watching other stuff, so I really fell off. And I was like, is it really worth it? And I know you always keep like, yeah, let's watch it. And anyway, we started rewatch. You started rewatching. I continue, where I fell off. And I'm really glad I gave that another chance, a second chance. So it was probably my fifth chance at that point. But I'm really glad I did, because I was like, oh wow, this really got good.
Yeah.
And I like the character development that Deku has. I really like him more now than when I liked him before. Because now he was able to show his flaws. He was able to show that he got mad.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you see, that's what I like to see. I like to see the depth. Show me who you are. What do you feel? Not just like, yes, guys, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry, it's good. Like, come on, show more. And I really like to see him like really pushing through, really be able to fight now without breaking his fingers and stuff.
Be a man.
Yeah, be a man. I'm like, come on, take control of that, Kurt. But
yeah, it's what you're saying is true.
Yeah. And the depth, it got so deep too.
For context,
jeez.
The Class 1A versus Class 1B, I think that was season 4 or 5. That's what she's talking about, where it got slow, where it's okay, watching the classes go against each other, but it's a little slow right now. And up until that point, you had Deku go through some stuff. He got the power. He beat Chisaki. He made some bonds, but he wasn't showing the depth,
Yeah.
At that point, I guess many people could say he's like an off-brand Tanjiro, where Tanjiro is a real goody two-shoe, but he really means it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like
Deku means it too,
Deku,
but
it just felt like he was being forced.
It took the fight in Jakku City where Bakugo damn near died, where Deku was like, oh hell no, what the hell? Like he just showed his ass. Like he went all out, like combining quirks.
I'm like, oh, what happened here?
And then you
What's going on?
And then you go to the Dark Deku arc, where he's over here by himself, and he's over here fighting crime, stuff like that. I gotta be putting it all on his shoulders. I gotta do it by myself.
And it distancing himself. But it's something good to see like another side of himself, not just like always goody two shoes, like nothing else. Okay, show me really what you mean.
Yeah. And with that being said, I want to establish My Hero Academia as the bar, the threshold that needs to be passed to be considered really good anime. Is My Hero Academia perfect? Hell no. Is My Hero Academia great? In moments. But if you want to be considered a really good anime, and again, this is broad, this is going to be clipped up and stuff like that. It doesn't mean I punch as hard as possible and because of that explosions, it's a good anime. When I talk about action, when I talk about drama, when I talk about building the characters, when I talk about all these different aspects that go into an anime, and this topic or this section comes from, I found myself being so critical on shows, but more so Kaiju number 8. I'm like, Kaiju. And that might not have been the right thing to do, but in the back of my head, I see Kaiju as attempting to be a really good anime, a really good story. And it is, especially in moments, right? But when you take into consideration what came before it and what everybody else is doing, I feel like My Hero is now the threshold. If you don't pass that, then just do what you do. Like Togen Anki, the one with the blood and the guns and stuff like that. All the tropes. You're not aiming for. I'm one
no,
of the
but
best,
I really like My Hero Academia. Really like surprised me because it got really like exciting. You know, like not only like the fights, but like the drama. Oh my God, the drama with Endeavor. I'm really here for the drama.
Yeah.
Like I really love that drama with with his family's problems. And I was like, gosh, like that's really depth. And I really, really, really didn't see that twist coming.
No. That's some peak family drama, right? The chaos. Complete chaos.
That dude is his son. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was just crazy. Dabi is his son.
It's top tier, but one of the decision for Horikoshi, the manga of My Hero, to give the perspectives of the villains in My Villain Academia is where we started to get, and again, I'm not saying started because I'm the voice. There was depth way before. Obviously, season 1 establishing the class, season 2 staying, right? But what I'm saying is, by giving the villains an opportunity to say, hey, I'm a human too, this is the path I'm on, this is why I'm doing it. I'm not saying justified, but stories like Twice, oh my goodness. Like stories like Twice.
He just fell with the wrong people, that's all, you know?
Once you get obviously very recently now, the story of Toga completely fleshed out. She a crazy girl, don't get me wrong. Wanting to drink people's blood and stuff like that. But you get to see that. Like everything that...
Cast aside because what you like.
Everything that happened with freaking Dabi or Toya, oh my goodness. And it's just like, And now granted, Shigaraki just a weird little kid that wanted to tear everything apart. He wanted to be a hero, found out his grandmother's a hero too.
I was saying, like, he was born evil.
He was born.
He was born evil. I don't care which angle you wanna put it on. Like that kid was born evil. Yeah, he had friends, and his family wasn't that bad.
His dad was an asshole.
His dad was an asshole.
His dad was abusive.
But his mom cared about him. His sister cared about him, even though she at that point she said, "Oh, he was the one here," but they still care about him. And he was like, because his dad didn't accept him being a hero because he's already had trauma. He was like, hell no, I'm gonna kill everybody here. Even though it was an accident. Yeah. Something in him said that it wasn't an accident. He said at one point. Yeah. I'm like, no, you were born super. He
said, I knew what I was doing for everybody. But he said he definitely knew what he was doing with his dad.
For his dad, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm not the judge, but to me, My Hero is so well-rounded. I always say, the best all-around anime is not My Hero, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It hits all the buckets, right? Is it a complete A+? No, but it's one of the top for a reason, because it just does everything well. The world, the powers, the drama, the dynamic, the excitement. If that's like the top, all around, I'd say My Hero is doing a really good job, especially in the second half of the whole series, of being that all around. You know, I don't want to say it was completely slow on the front end, but I think he had more time, you know what I mean?
No, it was developing. That's
he had 20 characters to flesh out personalities.
It was just developing, and now it's showing the work. You know what I mean?
It laid down the pieces. And
I think I fell off because, you know, sometimes there's just more animes coming out. It's so much out there that you just get distracted what is more like really popping or people like excited for. Yeah. But now I see that it was just, you know, developing the character, putting the backstory together. That way, when you got to this point, you will understand why they are the way they are and why things are happening, which just makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So it was just everything like compiling for this climax now. Like everything's just showing up, coming to the surface, which is pretty cool.
With that being said, My Hero is amazing. It's rare that you get the opportunity to have a second series, let alone that second series is animated and somewhat popular. I think he dropped the ball with the main character of Vigilantes, that little quirk, I'm the slider.
That anime is just supposed to be like...
Of all the quirks he could have had.
That's a cooking anime.
I slide.
That you watch while you cook. You don't pay for
Looks beautiful, but... Bro, oh my goodness.
worthless
I like the
anime.
tie-in, the Stain origin story.
You
Oh
could
my
have made him
goodness.
faster.
He could have made him faster. He could have done so much more. He could have
When-
picked any quirk. He could have picked any quirk
Anyway,
in the
this is
world.
not about Vigilante. This is about My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
so,
but it's part of the broader world. But again, that
Yeah.
also shows the broader world. You know, like
some backstory.
the backstory. It's really
Yeah.
good. I think it's
It's really good. They do a really good job of how. Imagine if we had like quirks of power in nowadays, how things would just be a mess.
mhm.
But in order for the government to try to, control the situation or make it safe,
Here we go, crazy.
it discriminates against a big group of people.
Especially if you look, if you go on the
Yeah.
quirk where you look weird, like it touches on so
Mhm.
many different things. There's a ranking for top heroes that look like villains. Like top people that save us that look evil and that we're gonna like. Oh my goodness, they do it really well, and they also do really well. What is a hero and what isn't a hero? Like a hero is supposed to be this, and it shows aspects of a hero, but not a true hero in so many different lenses, and that's so deep.
Like it's really cool when they like talk about like, for example, some of the heroes they were like, oh, we don't want to hear hero no more because
Yeah.
there is nobody cheering for them,
Mhm.
or they feel like, oh God, it's really messed up. When there's the time to really come forward and
Who
help,
really has what it takes?
like, are you really a hero now, or are you just gonna back down?
Yeah. That's a question they had to ask, and many of them quit because of
Yeah.
it, And that's real. Like, that's really real. So I'm not, like, first off, we're giving My Hero its flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And second off, personally, you can still be a really good anime without having all these boxes, but I'm just looking at these new anime that come out now and say, are you above or below this?
Okay.
Not, do I like this more? Like, something like Jujutsu Kaisen is competing, it's above as far as like what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
My Hero might do certain things better. Jujutsu Kaisen might do certain things better. But overall, when I say my litmus test, I'm not comparing everything to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because that's top to top. But I am gonna say of these new things that are coming out, at least that, because you have a lot of anime that, for lack of a better term, don't feel like you ate. They don't have that much substance,
Maybe it could be like, how well do you show how things will happen in the real world, kind of type of thing.
If that's the story.
How it's like reflects. If it makes sense to you,
Mhm.
kind of, I feel like you would put it like kind of like a good ranking.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and from what you said, I guess I'm not gonna just say this is a bar, it has to pass.
Yeah.
It's, are you over here or are you over there? Something like Gachiakuta, I'm not gonna say it's better, but it's over here. It's doing its thing. And she might not have said I'm gonna write the best manga in the whole world, but it's that tier.
So
It has the capacity.
I think also like it's the twists and turns.
Yeah.
The thing that you didn't consider, the thing like that, like an anime can open your eyes to,
Mhm.
like makes you think about.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot.
Yeah, and appeal, because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, that move, like My Hero has had how many movies in theaters? Like 3 or 4? I remember I saw the first one in theaters.
Oh really?
Back in Jersey. I remember that. To this day. Not everything gets in movies. More things nowadays, but even back then that was rare. You had maybe Dragon Ball Z, maybe. I don't think you had a Naruto movie out there. I'm not sure, but this is just like a My Hero.
It's getting really good.
It's a My Hero topic. This is just an appreciation to the voice actors, Japanese and English. Appreciation to just the story, and I hope more stories keep on coming out like this.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, if it's not your cup of tea, you could hate this and have another criteria. You're still right to. I'm right, you're right. It doesn't have to be. This is the only way.
It is hitting. My Hero Academia is really hitting a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
I like the drama, the twists, the turns, like I said.
I might
And
have
the
to
fights.
I might have to do a dedicated video one day on my what's it called?
Hero.
My thoughts and everything. My Hero.
Okay.
But
Really good. Really
but
good.
yeah.
So far.
Now, before we get to our topic, do you want to do characters of the week listed out? Since because again, we binged My Hero
Yeah.
in preparation for the new season, so we can be
So-
caught up.
So yeah, our character of the week.
2 of them, mine, hers, they both come from My Hero. So,
Yes.
do you want to do that while we're still on the same?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
We
cool.
can talk. I guess my character of the week is Hawks. She really surprised me. Like this last few episodes of the previous season, and I was like, wow, I did not expect all of this from him. And I pick him like as my character of the week because, like as many characters in My Hero Academia, he has been like he was affected by the system, that the government has in there.
For heroes and
And
villains.
yeah, and like even though he was already suffering as a child with his broken family, his dad was committed like some crime, living in the shadows, like mistreating him. His mom was mentally unstable, but even like that, he still was like positive.
Yeah.
You know, he has his like little Endeavor toy that his mom got him. That was pretty cool, her, and that like kind of like helped him to stay positive. And when the government picked him to be like basically to transform him into a spy, he's still positive. And like at some point he probably understood, I'm just being like used by the government, but he still pushed through, and he just wanted to see everything truth, like everything, like he wanted to see everything to come to the end, whatever, or the results. And like infiltrating like the villains, act like the villains, committed doing things that you wouldn't do otherwise. I don't think
it does a good job of saying that your circumstance doesn't determine the path you need to go.
Yeah, thank you for putting into the words. Sometimes it's better. But I really like how he's still like pushing through, and not giving up. Even he killed twice, which is not something that a hero is supposed to do. But to me, to my understanding, sometimes you have to do what you have to do for the better of everybody else.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what I mean? It's not like he had many choices to let him go because it was gonna be worse. But at the end, he was not supposed to do that, and that hit him hard because he really liked twice. But the fact that he was just put in so many circumstances that were that will break somebody, or even transform him into a true villain, and he still fight for the right side. You know, so that's why I like him. I feel like he's pretty cool. I also like his outfit, so that gave him some
outfit and his powers, though.
Yeah,
that's dope. Fierce wings. Yeah.
So that's my character of the week.
Okay.
Nice. Hope I did justice.
Yeah, you did a good job. You did a great job for Hawks. I like Hawks too, and like you said, he could have been a villain in so many different ways, but he said, no, I want to be a hero and be like my hero Endeavor.
His mind didn't change.
I think he did a really good job on Hawks, and I guess I'll go for my character of the week.
Ooh.
My character of the week is Endeavor, and you need to have finished his character or be caught up in the anime in order to understand why. Because anybody that's first, second, third, fourth season only, like, oh, what the heck?
That's a
you want an abuser?
To swallow.
You want an abuser as your character of the week? And I'm like, calm down. I'm looking at the whole story, and he's my character of the week, not just because of the way that everything tied in, but because, and I said this before, I love how Horikoshi doesn't give him an easy way out. He didn't, after the first season or the second season, have him help Shoto in some capacity. And Shoto and everybody be like, oh, well, I love you so much. You're the best dad. It's like, no, like you messed up more than you can even comprehend. And we're all affected in individual ways. So you're not about to just come in here and be our hero. We're not going to forget about like what you did. What you did to mom, what you did to us, what you did to Toya. And the way that he grows from the first season until now, and you could just tell he doesn't only have that hard-headed hate in his heart, but it's a pursuit to be number one, or by proxy, I'm gonna raise number one in any capacity. And he makes so many mistakes. Mistakes, maybe you watch and you don't make mistakes of that severity, but we all make mistakes in life. And many times it isn't like a fairy tale where after one time you apologize to somebody and, oh, everything's okay. You have to go through it, and the person that you abused didn't ask to be abused. So it's not up to you when they forgive you or if they forgive you. So his shift from he said, I'm not trying to get you to forgive me, I'm trying to atone for what I did, is huge. When you have the different dynamic of some family members wanting to move on, some people saying like, Natsu, I can't move on, Fuyumi trying to keep the family together, Shoto like conflicted, like was trying to not even use his side. and then just Ray. I like how we were able to get a backstory of Ray, but Endeavor growing as a person, wanting to take the easy way out. All right, I'll just die with you. When it came to the fight with Abby, like, no, you're not going to get that. You have to stay here. You have to stay here, and you have to be with everybody. You know, like it isn't. It's crazy because it's crazy because he fought to be number one and he became number one under a circumstance he didn't like, because to the point that he had to have a conversation with him to say, I'm here now, like what does that mean? And he's like, what it means for me is not what it means for you. And his growth through that, his growth as a person, and he's a smart character, you know. He's able to pick up on clues when Hawks was like, hey, I'm speaking in code, he was able to put that code together. There's so many different things about him as a character that once his story arc completed, definitely put him in one of my top characters. Maybe not necessarily top 10, but maybe like top 20, top 30. I gotta go through
but his redemption arc is really good.
It is. It's really good.
The trauma that he caused wasn't an easy thing.
It was next level. His redemption arc, and then also to see the perspectives of him from everybody else. Like when you get to see what Toya was thinking, like you put this in me, I want to be the best. It's just,
I want you to see me.
I want you to see me. I want you to come. I want you to watch me. Like I can make you proud. I can do this.
I want to be the best, like, any way I can.
Any way I can.
And you watch me.
When Natsu was kidnapped, he was frozen solid. He couldn't do anything. There's just so many things. I could make a whole Endeavor video.
He was just paralyzed.
But he was paralyzed, and you can see that he does care. You can see that he was responsible for majority of. You can see that even Ray was like, hey, I didn't just stand by. I did this. I allowed this to happen. And then just.
Well, I'm glad at the end that he didn't fully like break down mentally, because he just realized the extent of his actions, the repercussions that they have.
Yeah.
And he was like frozen for a while, right?
Yeah.
But then he was able to get back into it, or he was forced to get back into it, into some sort of like stable mental state. Because all of that was happening around him, he caused that.
Yeah.
He broke his family. He caused that now Toby, now that he's... Yeah. But it was all his fault. And he's trying.
That's how you write a character if you're going for it. Not every character needs to be that. But if you go for it, that's a sensitive topic. But I think it was done well. And I think Endeavor as a character grew. I think Endeavor as a character is strong, and I think Endeavor as a character is like many of us in some sense that we're just not perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like,
a great representation of what's wrong with it, like with the world itself.
Yeah. Like that's definitely, they called it your designer baby, because that means people were trying to. You got this quirk, I got this quirk.
Let's get
married. Let's do it. And let's pop some babies out or something like that.
Representation, like not because he's a hero, it means that he's good.
Yeah.
You know, he might be a hero to others, but what's the pain that he's causing his family?
And that's why there was so much of a split when Toya put that video out for everybody to see, like, hey, he's your number one hero, but look at what's behind the scenes.
Look at what he caused.
But at the same time, it's like he is a hero because on paper, behind All Might, he had the most saves. He was saving people left and right. Like, he did the acts of what a hero does, but that does not mean that he represented what a hero is.
Yeah.
And it's next level. So Endeavor is my hero of the week. And not hero of the week. Endeavor is my character of the week. He's my character of the week. And in some sense, I would say, hey, my name is Endeavor, but not many people made it all the way. So hell no. They were like, hell no, what the hell's wrong with you? But yeah.
Interesting character. And the drama, I was like, what?
Yeah. So my hero in general, Hawks, your character of the week, Endeavor, my character of the week.
They work together, you know.
Because again, even though we didn't see them in the episode, we did a whole binge watch to catch up for the anime. And yeah. So
good job.
Good job. So that being said, we're going to move to the last segment. I picked 5 characters. She picked 5 characters. And they're not our number 1 through 5 favorite characters of all time. it was main characters that we chose. And I picked 5, she picked 5, and we're gonna see if there's anything similar about them or if there's anything different about them, and maybe what that says about us.
Okay, so I start. So the first protagonist that I like, of course, no particular order. I'm not saying that it's my number one top character, but somebody who like stands out to me is Emma from Promised Neverland.
Okay. What do you like about her?
She's the OG. If you haven't seen Promised Neverland, you should watch it right now. Season 1, forget about season 2, or read the manga. But Emma is just so smart, and even though sometimes it might seem that she's overshadowed by Ray or Norman, she's still basically the one keeping the three of them together and really like driving the story. And she's pretty cool. How do you say, like, cool-headed? Cool-headed. You know, she's able to keep her stable and keep everybody else together. I don't want to say much. I don't know if I should go into much detail about it.
You don't got to spoil this any from seasons.
But she is just the OG, cold-headed. I wish I could be like her. She can calculative in a sense, but not like manipulative. So I will, when I grow up, I want to be like Emma. Even though she's a child in the anime. That's one of the main characters I like. I really like this series, so she's one of my favorites.
Okay. Well, I'll start it off. These are 5 main characters that we really, really like. Not 1 through 5. But I will say, the first character I'm going to say is my number 1 favorite character of all time. That is Subaru Natsuki from ReZero. And I think I like Subaru so much because, in a sense, I relate to him in the fact that we aren't the perfect main character even in our own story. You know, he's a broken person that perseveres after he understands who he has and what he's doing it for.
Okay.
Like, unrelating to him, he went through a lot of trauma, a lot of pain in his story. If you have not picked up ReZero, I would recommend that you watch it and catch up, because in January, it's about to get crazy, or December is going to get crazy. But as a character, he can be determined, he can go all out, and he also can be an asshole, and he can be selfish. There's different aspects that I'm not going to say I see him and me completely, but when it comes to a character that goes after what they want, makes excuses, and then can reflect on them depending on the mood,
human.
he's a very human character in an anime world, right? If we were to be isekai'd, I feel like many people would be like him. It wouldn't just be, I'm the main character and I'm just cool, especially when he doesn't have all these inherent powers. Like, it's the relationships around him that mean a lot to him, and he works through it. And then his power, if you want to even call it a power, is just crazy and puts him through so much. And the fact that he can get through that is just top notch.
Yeah,
like, there's not many people in anime that suffered as much as Subaru. And I will say that his Japanese and English voice actors kill it. Like, they sell it so much. I remember when I first started watching ReZero, and I would just hear everything that the Japanese voice actor, excuse me for not knowing your name, we're gonna put it right here. But when I say he did such a good job of conveying what he was going through, it hit me to my soul, because I'm like, golly, it's some top-notch stuff. But he's my number 1. Again, I didn't have to be number 1, but he is my number 1 favorite character. But he's definitely one of the main characters that stands out to me the most.
So another main protagonist that I really like is Mob from My Psycho. Mob is just a pretty cool guy. Mob, I like Mob because he's just a pretty cool guy. You know what I mean? He kind of reminds me of like Dandara, you know, the main character.
What's his name?
Kentakura. He kind of reminds me of him, kind of a bit. I love Mob because he's like, he is overpowered. He's really overpowered.
He is overpowered, yeah.
He is a humble kid. And his relationship with his master, he called him master.
Master Reagan.
He's just chill. overpowered. Little kid is overpowered, and he's so humble. And I really like the relation that he has with his master. How much he appreciates him for giving him like basically something to do and giving him like a kind of like a purpose. And it's pretty cool. He's always trying his best, and like I remember like this episode or something that he did like always. I cannot remember. It's like when he's practicing in school running. Trash. He can't run.
But he tries.
He can run, but he try. You know, he keep going. He keep doing that, even though he might not be the best at that task or that thing to do. He can try, and that feel like that's something we should all works to be like in a way. You know, keep trying. Even though if you're gonna go at it, like for us now, we're just trying to do this podcast. When I know the best for like that's a motivation, you know, like keep trying, like the mob cycle.
And he improves. Like
Yeah.
I forget what episode, but he did so many push-ups. Like, yo, you did so many more now compared to
work
before.
hard and you're gonna get there. Maybe not to the point that you think or you might want to, but you're gonna get better.
Top supporters, the Body Improvement Club. They are some of the top supporters in anime. Like, yeah, we gonna cut your legs, dude. Like, he had some good people around him too. He's a really good character. I like him. All right, so my number 2 character. I don't even know what order because I told you I just was going off of. I guess I started with my first. My next character is gonna be Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise. I have read ahead in the manga, but I have not finished. And one of the big things with Gabimaru is figuring out if his wife is real or not. I'm happy to say that I don't know yet, especially where I am. And that's not the main reason why I like him so much. I like him because in his inner monologues, in the story, the manga and the anime, you can see how he wants to do better. He acknowledges that he was and he is the Hollow, right? Gabimaru the Hollow. But he wants more from himself and wants to be more than that. And he's fighting against whatever he's either quote unquote trapped in. I hope he's not trapped in it, or the prison that he's putting himself in himself, if that makes any sense. And the fact that he's just going all out now for his wife is not just top tier because it's showing what he'll do, but it's also showing that even in the pursuit of going after something bigger, there's still a bigger mental battle. Right. So again, I honestly don't know if his wife is real or not. I believe she is. I think she is. I hope she is. Because if not, that's gonna be some crazy genjutsu that they're doing on him.
That'd be crazy.
But just, I guess for me, it's the moments in the actual story that they get to reflect with themselves. You get to see what's really inside, and what's really inside him is a wanting for more and what to do better.
He's not bad.
Yeah. He's killed hundreds, thousands, but he's not bad. You know what murder?
He's the best guy around.
What murder? But yeah, so Gabi is the second one I'll talk about.
Okay, so I guess another character that stand out to me is Kajuga from Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Oh, okay.
Okay, something lighthearted. Nothing like, you know, too deep, like Gabimaru kill a lot of people or still like a good person. You know, something more chill. I like comedies, like it's one of my favorite like genres, movies and everything to watch. So I really like Love is War. I really like Kajuga, and I really like her phrase, "You really are quite cute." Oh, you really are quite cute. But I like Kaguya-sama because I just find her funny, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go into the whole deep thing and how smart she is and that relationship that she has with the president, and the whole anime itself is just hilarious. They're just trying to get the other one to confess, and nothing like super deep, you know. I just like how she is, you know. Like another thing that you mentioned before is like when characters just be talking to themselves, like in the manga goes. So she does tend to have a lot of those, and also the president. And I know, like, this is not deep. Sorry if I'm letting you down.
You don't gotta be deep. It's whatever you like. But
I really like Kaguya-sama. She's super smart, tricky, trying to trick the president, you know. I also wish I was in this cool council president. Maybe that's what I like it. But yeah. Kaguya-sama. She's funny, hilarious, smart. I like her.
Okay.
It's that simple.
I guess I'm the one bringing us down. Ugh. He'd been killed 50 times. Like,
who else?
compared to
Who else is super like depressing character that you like?
what?
Because you couldn't think about different genres.
What other? No, I'm looking at all the characters and stuff like that. But the next character I like is depressing.
Who?
Sakura from Windbreaker.
He's not
He
depressing.
that's a depressing boy. He even been through some
Yeah.
ish. He's been through some shit. Sakura from Windbreaker is the third character I'll bring up that I like.
Okay.
I like, again, the fact that he is willing to be vulnerable, to put himself out there, even though it looks like his whole world has trained him to fight, defend, don't trust anybody. And that's flipped on its head when he's meeting people around him that want better for him, that want to get to know him, and are able to see him for who he truly is. I read a little bit into the manga, not too much, maybe a couple episodes into the next season of what it will be, but I really hope that something doesn't trigger Sakura to make him relapse, because it looks like he was very closed-minded when we get to see his, like, where he lives in the second season. He lives by himself. It's nothing fun, nothing happy. So it's easy to see how he's so genuinely surprised of all the love and care that he's getting from the people around him. And it looks like he's fighting to overcome that. It's not the physical fights, but it's also the mental fights that he's overcoming. And that's what stands out about Sakura to me. Number 3.
Depressing guy.
Yeah. Who's your number 4?
Okay. Another little character that I like is Kuroko for Kuroko no Basket. Kuroko, I think I like because I kind of like identify with Kuroko in a way. He is kind of shy, but not really, like kind of like an introvert, but not introvert at the same time. It's like, that in the middle. And he doesn't have to flaunt who he is.
That's true.
Or show off to show his talent. If many people didn't even recognize his talent when he was with the Generation of Miracles, but he like, I show you what I can do.
Yeah.
And the way that he's able like to support his team and basically everything. It's Kuroko no Basket, of course, everything is kind of centered in a way around him. And I guess I like characters that are like humble. And I identify with Kuroko in the way that he talks, the way that he is with other people, because I feel like I'm that way. I might be like outgoing next to you, but with other people I'm just kind of like calm and collected and shy. So I like Kuroko, and the level of confidence that he has is a level of confidence that I would like to have. Because even though if you are introvert or shy, you can still be confident and show that.
He's humble and he doesn't need to express to everybody who he is, but he knows what he can do and he does it well. Yeah, that's really dope. Okay, that was your number 4. So my number 4 is gonna be Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho was my number 1 anime for a long time. It's my number 2. But Yusuke, again, high school kid, going through it. I think I can see a through line for all the people I like. Yusuke has gone through it, and it took him realizing, that first episode, you don't get many first episodes like that. You go watch that first episode, you don't tear up a little bit, when your throat be a little,
it hurts you, like,
like, I don't know what's wrong with you. But Yusuke, from start to finish, shows so much growth, not just in the maturity he doesn't have, but the care that he has for his friends and the reason why you're even doing something. Like there was a moment in the anime, no spoilers, but it was a very human moment again in anime where he's like, yo, like every time I defeat an opponent, another one just so happens to come up and they're stronger. How long is this gonna keep on going and going and going until like we can stop? Like, what are we doing this for? And I'm not doing it justice, but it hits hard because it's like life again. Like there's always one thing after another. There's no just time where nothing is gonna ever challenge you to grow.
Of course, if you stop, the anime ends.
The anime ends, But no, I like that. I like him, and the nostalgia feel is too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like one of my favorite characters of all time. But it really about him stands out.
Okay.
That's my number 4. Who's your number 5?
Okay, so my number 5 is another just like lighthearted anime or like how do you put it, like just an anime that you just watch to enjoy that just recently ended. The last second season just ended. So Marrying Kitakawa from My Dress So Darling.
Ah, okay.
And it's just pretty simple, nothing like hard, like nobody like died, nothing like that. No fights. So and I just like Marrying Kitakawa, and I guess also picking characters how I would like to be in a sense. Like I like Marrying Kitakawa because she's really outgoing. She's a really outgoing person.
Yeah.
And she likes what she likes, and she's not afraid of showing what she likes and showing to others, or like demand respect from others for what she likes. You know what I mean? There are things that I like that I might just hide from people, even like my family itself.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that people are just gonna judge me, that they're gonna make fun of me.
Opposed to
Just be like open, like, hey, this is what I like, and I think you should respect it, because you don't like I think in the first episode she was saying like you shouldn't make fun of things that people will like, and I like her for that, and I really like the anime itself is about cosplay, and that's something that I would like to be able to do, like as a hobby.
Yeah.
And
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I'm allowed to do what I want. So I like her for the way that she's outgoing, her happiness. She seems that she goes in a room, she lights up the room, which is pretty cool. Not everybody have that essence in themselves. So I would like to be something like that. And I would like to be able to show what I like without thinking that people might judge me, which is basically the other main character, Goju, in the anime. He starts by like, I'm afraid to show people what I like. And she shows him, hey, it's okay, basically. He learns from her that it's okay to like what you like and don't feel judged or bad for what you like. So that's why I like her.
Cool.
A lot of likes like there, but
a lot of likes. Like my number 5 is gonna be Joe from Megalobox.
It's always something depressing.
First off, Megalobox is an amazing anime. Season 1 and Season 2. If you watch Season 2, you know. I like Joe because, and again, it's not going to be super deep compared to everybody else, but I really like Joe for his tenacity to not only want to fight for something for himself, but for the family he's gained, And again, he's a flawed person that makes mistakes, that can go down the wrong path, but at the end of the day, has a good heart, It's an amazing anime. It wouldn't be the same without him. I like the spin that he put on it. I like the fact that he's really human, especially in that crazy world of somewhat realistic if they just had the Megalobox stuff. But quickly, what would you say those 5 characters say about me? And I'll say what I think those 5 characters say about you. So what would you say? The 5 characters that I like. What common
you like Subaru.
What commonality? Just overall, not one.
No. But I'm thinking about you like Subaru. You like.
Okay, so my 5 were in no order: Subaru, Joe, Sakura, Gabimaru, and Yusuke.
It seems that there is some internal trouble in you.
Really?
So internal trouble that you wanna overcome. No, I don't want to get into the whole analyzing thing, to be honest. But you like characters who are working to get better, to better themselves. So I think a lot of them, they're just trying to get better, to be better.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you like about them.
Yeah.
Maybe you yourself want to be better.
I want to be better, y'all.
Better than what you are.
For me, for you.
So let me know if I got it right.
There's no right or wrong,
I'm not talking about people.
People that are watching. Well, I got from your 5 characters that you like a very confident and secure and humble person. They don't have to be flashy, but at the same time, they care about working on themselves, bettering themselves, for themselves, and for the people they care about. That's pretty cool. So,
okay.
Yeah. What about you? What 5 characters stand out to you? Leave them in the comments below. First off, if you're watching this long, join the family. Welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button. You made it this far. Give us love. We're curious about that. Anime Court is back next week.
For real this time.
For real this time.
real this
For real.
time.
For real. But thank you for taking a moment to be with us. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and we will see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye.